Hello everyone, welcome to JLABTV. I am JLAB and this is Football Manager 2021, the Youth Academy Challenge. And if you like this kind of video, be sure to like and share this video and to subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a lot. Look at this, and tell me that this does not excite you. We have a very strong under-20 squad. There's a group of youngsters here who are close to being ready for first team opportunities. We have a good number of players with great potential, and this is a squad that provides real excitement for the future. And that's then not even talking about the under-18 squad, which is also strong. We have a good number of players with great potential. This is a squad that is looking good for the future. So if there's one thing that we're good at with this team, it is making sure we have players who are good for the future. And oh boy, is it good for potential? I'm going to be honest and say this. I didn't think we had this good of a squad. I honestly didn't realize how good the squad was. We've got 5 players that got 5-star potential. Another 3 players with 3.5-star potential. Not all of them amazing. Not all of them great. And you got another 4 players with 4-star potential at least. Some which are not at the club. Some which are on loan. And then it just goes down from here. If I was to count every player in the squad, we've got 45 people here. 45 people. 45 people outright are already here. And then we look at the under-18 squad. It looks just as good. 6 players that are 5-star or more potential. Another 3 players with 4.5-star. And then another 3 players with 4-star. Count all these people here. And you got 26 people. Now, I'm going to be honest and say this. I'm excited for this squad. And you're going to say, wait, JLAB. Why have you got another 15-year-old in your squad? He looks pretty damn good. And why is he starting? That's something I need to talk about, isn't it? Yeah, anyway, we're going to talk about that in a bit. And we've got actually 7 games since we last met. Do you want to see how we got on in those matches? The first game we had was at home against Juventus. And we were beaten by a goal to nil inside 2 minutes after that corner went in and they scored from it. I'll be completely honest, I was a bit shocked we didn't lose by more. And I'm actually happy we only lost by a goal to nil. So we actually started to push, knock on their door in the second half. And honestly, I genuinely believed for a split second we could have got a point against Juventus. I literally was thinking we could do this. We can stop. Oh, we can't stop them. They ran out. We ran out of time. After they scored, something in us just clicked in the second half. It was in the second half we definitely turned up. And I think the second half is for me the most impressive thing about this team. Sometimes they just don't turn up at times, and then suddenly a click happens about us, and like it's something's clicked in their minds. We actually need to do something. We need to do something. Let's go and attack! And they did, and we almost got a point against Juventus. So I'm happy. I'm actually happy with this performance. It wasn't our best by any stretch of imagination. When we 1-0 down inside 2 minutes, it's never going to be a great performance. But we pushed and we tried our best, and that for me is important. We then took on Udinese, and we went 1-0 down inside 4 minutes, and I was thinking, oh god, not again. Because we've been struggling at this point, but we scored 3 goals in the second half, the first of which came in the 60th minute of the game. Pigneri finds Oliver. Defensively, that's one of my former players, by the way. Let's make that mistake. And I'm thinking, thank you for the memories. I want to take on and beat your team again. And then we actually do get 2 goals. Conte finds Pigneri, who scores his first of the 2 goals in this game in about 3 minutes. And yeah, good stuff from us. Mapele with the ball across. Pigneri's on the ball here. Finds Bamilika, played across. Oliver plays it down to Pigneri, and it's a goal to make it 3. That was good. And we did ourselves justice. And we came from behind to get a 3-1 victory. Good win. Good performance. I mean, it took us a bit longer than I wanted to get a win against the team bottom of the table. But still, it is a win. And that's important. It's wonderful times. We then hosted Sassuolo and lost by a goal to nil. Now, admittedly, they got Ronaldo in the team. Admittedly, we didn't do very well defensively there. Farsi with the finish. It was their only goal of the game, but they had plenty of chances to score, and it would have been an injustice to them if they hadn't won this game. I'm just going to say it here now. If they had not won, they would have felt justified in feeling hard done by for not winning this game, because we didn't turn up. We didn't turn up in this game, and I was so disheartened by the performance, because I thought after the Udinese game, we could do well. No, we just felt like a team that's trying to fight relegation. This team felt like a team that's trying to fight for European football. So, yeah, that was fun. That was really fun. We then took a Bari, and we actually took the lead against Bari. I don't know why we suddenly decided to do well, but Pigneri scored again, and Bari got an equaliser late on. And honestly, I was disheartened by this because I thought, oh, we can win this. No, that was a very good finish. After we scored, they just started to turn up the tempo, and Martinson with that finish, it was well deserved. Honestly, I was shocked if they hadn't got a point, and they just felt like a team that was pushing on the door, knocking on the door, trying to barge it down, and they finally broke through, and they deserved to share the spoil. So at the end of the day, we weren't much better, and our point was a fair result. It was just a shame we didn't get all three in the end, but it is what it is. Not the end of the world. We then took on Hurst Verona, and we were 1-0 down after this penalty. That guy scored his debut, by the way, and I was shocked. That was his debut, good for him. We then got us as an equaliser, Bondi with this delivery, and Pigneri scores again. Pigneri's getting a lot of goals lately. I don't know what it is about Pigneri and what has happened. I must have insulted him at some point, because I must have said, back up your ideas or you're never going to play again. And he's gone ahead and scored multiple goals. He's got 7 goals this year. He's only got a 6.59 rating, so when he turns up, he's amazing, but he doesn't turn up a lot. And that's the frustrating thing about this player. He is really good on his day, but he just doesn't turn up enough. He's inconsistent, he's not great, but he can be magnificent on his day. He's got 11 goals in 90 games for us. I didn't realize he's played 90 games. But he's got 11 goals in 90 games. And this guy, when he turns up, is incredible. I just wish he turns up more often. I really do. If he can perform like that, on a consistent basis, we will have a monster on our hands, just from the sheer performances. But unfortunately for us, he is useless half the time. And that hurts me as to say that, because I wanted to do well. He's also pretty good as a centre midfielder. Why am I not using him as a centre midfielder more often? But this guy can be very good at times. It's just a matter of making sure he's actually productive with his time. And he's just so hot and cold. It's actually ridiculous how hot and cold he can be with his form. I just need him to be more consistent, and that's all I want from him. Still though, I think we deserve more than the share this was. I would like to get all 3 points, but it wasn't the end of the world, let's be honest. A point's a point, and we didn't lose the Hurst Verona again, so that's great. So we then took on Atalanta, and we somehow managed to win by 2-1. Oliver getting on the end of the first goal. That was a really well worked goal, by the way. I was one of my favourite goals to watch. They're getting equalised in the 31st minute of the game, and I'm thinking, yeah, this is going to be interesting. Unfortunately for us, it's very lucky that it just goes back straight to the player and he plays out wide and he's got so much space to himself. But 6 minutes later, we're back in front. Gallardi's ball cross finds Roberto Bondi. Bondi scores. And I'm thinking, surely not. But we do. We hold on. We hold on until the end. Yes, they were definitely the better team in the second half at times. But oh my God, how we managed to beat Atalanta again, I do not know. Unfortunately, Malika got injured. He's out for the next game, so that's annoying. And I thought, yeah, this is a great result. We could use this to bounce back, to kick on, and to do amazing things on the next opponent against Sampdoria, because this is a better team than Sampdoria. Surely we can't be that bad against Sampdoria at all. Surely not. Right? Sampdoria smashed us for 4. They smashed us 4-0. When I was thinking that the Atalanta game was going to be great, it was going to give us a kickstart to our end of season career, Sampdoria scored 4 times against us, and I was thinking, what on earth has happened to our defence, and how lucky and unlucky have we been? I've also realised something. Our set pieces are terrible defensively. We have conceded 13 goals from set pieces this year. I didn't realise how bad it was. We've got the worst defence when it comes to defending corners. We've got one of the worst defences in terms of defending indirect free kicks. And Sampdoria scored twice from set piece in this game, and they just decided to turn up, and we didn't. They destroyed us. We've absolutely got made to look like a bunch of bugs. And I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how bad we're doing. I may have also given some debuts to some youngsters, which I feel bad for doing, but Carlo Musso made his debut, as did Francesco Dai, and oh boy, I feel bad for Francesco Dai, because he did not deserve that sort of game to make his debut in, especially since it made him get a 6.2 rating from the bench. So yeah, sorry about that. Very, very sorry for that. I mean, this guy's got a lot of potential though, I'm going to be honest with you. Temperamental, yes, but I like this guy. He's got so much potential. I'm excited for him to be the next playmaker and to be better than Conte. Conte, he's actually decided to not be, well, great at times. he's too inconsistent. He's consistent, but he's got 6.55 rating this year. I don't know about you, but when a player who's meant to be good, I mean, he's meant to be good for a Serie B team, that's beside the point. When he's meant to be good, doesn't decide to turn up, it kind of hurts. It kind of hurts a little bit. And it also might be my tactic being rubbish, but I don't know. It's just annoying. But Francesco Dai, compared to Conte, he's got a lot of work to do if he wants to be Conte's level. But he's also 6 years younger, so yeah, that's gonna be a thing. 6 years, 5 years younger. It's not important, but yeah, Dai and Conte. Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting situation to be in. They've got the same amount of issues in they're both competitive. Only Conte's got no flair, and Dai can't head the ball. Conte also can't. Dai can't mark to save his life, which is fine. We're gonna use him as a playmaker at best. And they're both consistent, which doesn't say a lot, but also Conte likes big matches. I did not know he likes that. And also, we're trying to get Conte to work on a new trait, which is nice. So, yeah. We're trying to actually do player traits for the first time, which I can't believe I'm saying, like, it's a miracle. Like, I think I should be proud of. I should have done this earlier. But again, that's an issue. There's a few things we need to work on, but if we can work on these players and say, yeah, great, then it'd be good, right? Really good indeed. Just need to work on his temperamental side of things and he'll be good. That's what I'm going to say. Yeah, Carlo Musso, I felt bad for throwing the first game too, but a 6.6 rating when Olive had a 6.3. I've got to say this here now. John Bot might literally be the benchmark for this guy because they're both 5-star potential. Only Carlo Musso's 2 years younger than Obot. If we have a talent that we need to bring on, I don't know what to say. This guy is kind of beating Moose, kind of beating the bot in a few areas, like the mentals and the technicals. I think Musso's the better player, but physicals, Obot's not so great. But then we compare him to Jack Oliver, and oh my god, it is not a contest. It is not a contest at all. Mentals, technicals, and physicals, Oliver completely eclipses him. And yeah, this is that's kind of tells me a lot. At least he's better than speed. It's the only thing he can go for him. Also, he's an inverted winger, so not a fan of that. Oliver is the better striker. A bot is also pretty decent, but we need to work on a few things. And that's also the last game we had, so do you want to see where we are on the table? So, we're in 11th place on 46 points. Last year, we finished in 11th place with 46 points, so it's very consistent, I suppose. 13 wins, 7 draws, 17 defeats. I'm just going to show you this now because it's kind of hilarious how similar this season is compared to last season. We have got exactly the same amount of victories and draws as last season, and we've just conceded 1 less goal than last year and scored 4 less than last year. We've got Roma in the last game of the season, and I'm going to be honest, I don't know how on earth we've literally managed to get an identical record than last year, but again, that is very, very much like an identical record, and I don't know how to feel about it. I mean, we've got a worse goal difference than last year, but we're still at the same amount of points, so yay for that. If we draw our next game, and I'm going to say this here now, Frosinone have got an away game against Juventus, who, by the way, must win to stop Milan getting the title. Milan need to win against Frosinone. Is it Frosinone? No. Against Fiorentina. So Milan have got the hardest game, because Fiorentina also in good form. I'm hoping, and this is going to sound very much like a thing I would never say otherwise, I'm hoping Milan wins so Juventus don't win 5 in the bounce, because every year we've been in this division, Juventus have been the champions. This is the first time a team's actually taken to the very wire, to the very limit, and they've actually beaten Juventus too. They've beaten 1-0 at Juventus' ground, and then they got a draw at the San Siro. Juventus couldn't get a victory against Milan. Milan took 4 points off Juventus. I'm hoping we can get something going for ourselves as well. As we look to secure 11th place, Frosinone 1 point behind. We can only face as low as 12, so I don't know. It's a very strange season. Either way, though, Juventus will probably do us a favour. We want Milan to win as well. I'm throwing a bot and Musso in the first team because I kind of want to see what they can do. It sounds bad, I know. Malika's injured. He's out due to strained knee ligaments after the Atalanta game. Bozzoni suspended, as is Gallardi, so that's annoying. 2 players I would have used in this game. And Lucchini, I'm actually going to throw on the bench. Francisco's dies on the bench. I kind of want to throw him in the first team, but I don't think I can justify it. Actually, we're not going to do this. We are going to have Pigneri on the bench. We're going to have Fofana starting. Musso, I want to start, but I can't justify it. We're going to throw him on the bench as well. Oliver will start this game. Mapelli will not start. Bondi will, even though that's... Okay, that's why I decided to do it. We're going to put Mapelli in because actually Mapelli is the one I'm looking at and thinking, look at how much he's improved. That is ridiculous how much he's improving lately. He's actually developing, and this for me is Bondi's replacement in the long term. He has developed so much in the last 3 years. It is actually ridiculous. So I think that this guy, in just a month, has shown me more than I wanted to admit. He's not the best. He's only good for Liga Pro. Bond is only good enough for the division below now. He's also wanted by Atalanta and Calgary. If that's not a sign that he's a good player, I don't know what is. But he's also very consistent. So, get him better from in the first team. He'll be good. He's got a goal too from the free kick. So, he's got free kicks on his back pocket too. And I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do with him. Either way though, we're going to see what we can do. Can we get a win against Roma, one of our fiercest rivals? Maybe not, but I want to try at least anyway. To get ourselves 11th place for the second year running. The highlight immediately. I'm not sure if I'm happy about this, to be honest with you. And yeah, here we go. Passing the ball nicely for Fan. Oh, Oliver's on the ball, ready. Chance. Oliver. Oh, behind the eyes. Another highlight immediately. So they got a goal kick. I'm a little concerned. We've gone balance for this. I think balance is a better strategy against the better teams, and going more positive attacking for the weaker teams is better. For Fan to Oliver. Chance. If he had taken it on first time, he would have scored. I'm almost certain of it. Okay, they got a throw. I'm going to tell Fanfana to ease off his tackles. Mapelli, he scored again. Mapelli's done it. His second goal of the season. This is really good. I don't believe it. I actually can't believe we're doing this well against Roma this early on. I know Roma are struggling this year and their manager's under pressure to keep his job, but this is still a shock to me. Pigneri's delivery. Mapelli with the header. How he's got there first, I'll never know. But 1-0 Siena against Roma. We're going to get 11th place. I just realised I was celebrating 11th place like it's the greatest thing ever. Free kick. We've been the better team. I don't know what it is about this game. Oh my god, Conte's now scored. It's 2-0. The best is going to assist. Roma are absolutely collapsing. This is a massive game for us. What a win this is going to be. We can keep this on. I can't believe we're doing this well against Roma. This is a Roma side I was expecting to be destroyed by, but no, we're actually destroying them. Can you believe it? 2-0 to Siena inside 31 minutes. We've got a throw again. Okay, Landy is going to be told to ease off tackles. Fofana finds Barbini. Fofana again plays across. Pigneri's hit the post. If we could have made that free, that would have been gains to the match. I'm almost certain of it at this point. They got a chance. We got a chance ourselves. Pigneri in the ball. They need to do something quickly. Conte, out to DiBiase. I don't know what's happened while we're doing this well against Roma, but I'm not complaining. Fofana on the ball. What can he do? Out to Mapelli, looking for his second of the game. No, it's been blocked and it's been denied. Okay, and now we've got a throw. What can we do from this? Barbini finds Mapelli. Barbini, Fofana, plays it across. Pigneri goes for goal, and he scores again. It's his 8th of the season. I don't know what's happening. I'm not complaining. This has been really good for us. I can't quite believe we're doing this well. The fact it's 3-0 against Roma means I can actually take off some players and actually relax things a little bit. This has been ridiculously good. Where's this come from? I will never know. I do not know where this come from. We're throwing out all 3 youngsters at the same time. This can come back to bite us. I will acknowledge that. But I have a lot of faith that we won't just collapse now. Because we're 3-0 up. This is a great time to throw in some youngsters, isn't it? Surely. You got to say that here and now. As Nemeth on the ball and got a fellow... It's also attacking players, so it's a centre midfielder and Die. It's a striker in Musu. It's a inverted winger in a bot. So surely that won't cause us problems. As Barbini gets the ball away. And here we go. They're still on the ball here. It's a little annoying. Oh, that's bad defending. And Mauro denies. Should have scored. They really should have scored. We got a throw. It's DiBiase. He finds a bot, who I'm going to give some more game time. I think he deserves some game time here. DiBiase now. In the middle. Mapelli had a chance, and that, I will say, should have been 4. I literally come in saying that. We should have been 4 up here. They got the ball forward now. I'm realising, actually, could have put a bot on as an attacking midfielder. Fofana's tiredness now, but they get a chance. Barbini, wow, okay, that's lucky. But here we are now, above with a chance to go forward. Can play in Musu if he needs to. Musu with a chance for his first ever goal. Oh, he's put it wide. He should have scored as well. Doesn't matter, though. It didn't matter. We still win by 3-0 against Roma of all teams. That's a massive victory for us. As far as I'm concerned, this is probably the best victory we've ever had. Just because we beat Roma by 3-0. Remarkable. Just remarkable. No one gave us a chance to do that. And we did this to a Roma side I was expecting to destroy us. Wow. That was really good. And Milan lose to Fiorentina to be denied the title on the last day of the season. Juventus win 5 titles in a row. Wow. Okay, we do get 11th place for the second year running. This is actually going to surprise you. This is the 4th time I've finished 11th place in every year we've been here. So in our 16 seasons, this is the 4th time we've been in 11th place. We love 11th place for some reason. I don't know why, but we're comfortably in 11th place at the end of the day. But I was not prepared for this kind of result, as Spezia and Livorno both go down with Udinese. A good season from our point of view, but a little disappointing we didn't get a new champion. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, 3-0 win against Roma. That's a great victory as far as we're concerned. And their manager might have just been sacked. I think we may have just got their manager sacked. Did they just sack their manager? Hold on. I think they've sacked their manager. They literally sacked their manager as a result of that defeat. Inter have also sacked their manager too. Wow, okay. Apparently the club support became too much to handle for them. And, oh wow, okay. Nuno could be about to become the manager. Ian Robin's linked as well, as is the Lyon manager, Gaetano. Inter also sacked their manager. He's been there for what, a while, maybe? He was also an Inter manager, a player at one point, wasn't he? But the Borussia Mönchengladbach manager, Diego Martinez, West Brom's manager, Niko Kovac, have also been linked with the role, as had the Lyon manager as well. That's a big season for us. I will acknowledge, I wasn't expecting to sack their manager at the same time. So we've called Roma's manager to be sacked as a result of that victory. That's a good season for us, isn't it? 11th place again, 6.18 million. And qualifying for the Champions League shouldn't get carried away. That makes sense. We can't do that. Either way, we know where we finish. We know what we're going to do there. The question now is this. Who's going up to face us next year? Because we've got this preliminary round happening. Empoli and Pescara are coming up this year. We are going to see one team who came down last year not turn up, as Subteril goes straight down to the 3rd tier. 2 relegations running. 2 relegations running for them. A bit of a shame for their point of view, as AC Virginia and Avellino both go down with them. Ascoli or Vicenza would be going down with those teams, as Pordenone have actually managed to survive. Good for them. It'd be either Torino, Cagliari, Salernitano, Parma, Benevento, or Crotone who'll be going up with Empoli and Pescara. Who's going up with them? We don't know. What is important, though, is the fact that we did secure an 11th place again, even though it didn't really count for much. We were definitely comfortable in the end of the season. 14 points clear of the relegation zone. The 30 points we had at one point was enough to get us to survival. And yeah, we did better defensively this year. It's questionable whether or not we had a better season, but I don't know. Either way, though, Juventus champions, Milan, Napoli, Atalanta in the Champions League. Inter missing out on Champions League football is why the manager got sacked, I'm certain of it. And Lazio managed to get Europa League football as well. Fiorentina getting 7th. Good for them. Let's see how everything else handles, shall we? And if the upgrades that are going to come our way are any good. Let's see who comes up to face us next year. Okay, so we've officially got to the end of the season highlight, and this is looking good, isn't it? So players would let go. Well, he only played twice. The board actually unhappy we didn't get a fee for this guy, but there you go. And Marcelli only played once for Albinolete. Well, Ciso left for 48 grand and only made 2 appearances. Ridolfi, fun fact about Ridolfi, he actually got released by mutual consent at the end of the season before the season even ended, so he's already got looking for a new club, which is kind of sad. We let him go. I don't think we'll get much out of him, and he's literally been let go regardless. So here we go. Players would let go out on loan. I mean, look at this list of players. Some of them did really well, like Ishan. 33 times he played, got 3 assists. Wasn't amazing, but he was still really good. 6.97. Tomo got a 6.96 for Palermo. Played 39 times, got 2 goals and an assist to his name. He's looking decent now, isn't he? Not amazing, but he's looking decent. And Ishan needed the game time, and look, he's apparently developing quite nicely. Just means I'll send him out on loan again, doesn't it, really? So Tanella took our goalkeeper, Mirko Vetteriti, out on loan. I think they're in the playoffs because he's doing well for himself. 41 times played for them. a 6.93 rating. Andrea Ferretti, who I'm letting go at the end of the season, he did really well for himself as well, a 6.9 rating. Cesar Pari, a 6.89 rating for Ravenna as well. So Ravenna took quite a few other players, but he did really well for himself. Barrison went out on loan, played 16 times, got an assist to his name. You got Biagini, who went out on loan and got a 6.79 rating. Paulo Lilo went out on loan to Ravenna, again, another player that's gone out on them. He got 3 goals and 2 assists, so he did pretty well for himself, as did, well, I say that. He got exactly the same rating as Dennis Bertoncini, who got a goal and assist. Leder didn't have the best of times, a 6.65 rating. I think he might have got relegated. As for Senti, has 6.6 rating. For Caresse, 3 goals and assist. Not great. So season results, mid-table, good. Oliver got 19 goals again, which is actually kind of promising to say the least. We've had runners of forms like this, 4 straight defeats, but again, look at the teams we lost against. They're very good teams, so it's not surprising we lost against them. 5 games without a win, again, not surprising considering the teams we've taken on here. So it was a shock if we had got a victory against some of them. The 4 games without a win here was a bit concerning, and yes, it's Atalanta, I'm not surprised about, but that's still annoying. 3 games without a win against some really good teams. So we had some really unlucky fixture congestion, I suppose. Really bad fixture list for us, and consecutive games against some big teams could have hurt us in the run. But we didn't do badly. 11 plays again, second year running. I'm happy with that. We got knocked out the first round of the Coppa Italia by Inter Milan 5-1, who didn't even get the Champions League in the end. That's a bit disappointing as far as they're concerned. And they could have finished as low as 6th if they hadn't done well against Lazio, so ouch. Biggest win, 4 against the Senza. That literally the first game of the season was our biggest win. But the match to remember, the hat-trick for Roberto Bondi against Napoli, that was a big match to remember. Oh, and Bozzoni's goal to give us the win against Fiorentina was the goal of the season, and oh my days, I do remember that very fondly indeed. It's a very good finish. Looking at this, we've actually got 3.49 million in sponsorship now, which is much better than last year. Broadcasting wise, we've lost about 4 million. That's fine, not the end of the world. Competition prize money, exactly the same. Matchday commercial retail up by 23 grand. And corporate and hospitality, we were up by 41 grand as well. We made 594,000 in merchandise sales. We made 59 abroad, and we've sold 4,431 shirts. Oliver, Bondi, Bozzoni, Fofana, and Fantozzi being the bigger ones. How we lined up was pretty simple. Literally the same as last year. We just changed a little few things here and there. Conte's average rating was 6.58. Concerns me a little bit. I'm going to be honest. Malika, though, I'll be honest and say this. Malika surprised me how well he did. I thought he would do worse, but he's actually been our best player on the wings for a while. But Binny was absolutely eclipsed by him too. And Landy was our best player. He was actually our best player in terms of average rating. That's concerning when you look at it that way. But Malika, he's developing so nicely right now. Look at this. If I was to be told this guy would have been our best left back at the end of the season, I probably would have been surprised and told you to stop lying to me. But he's actually become our best left back. And that says a lot. It really does. Still, Oliver did well. 6.9 rating. I can't believe that's a good season for him. But there you go. Landy is our best player now. We're going to struggle to keep hold of him. He's worth 1.5 million already. We are going to have to do very well to keep hold of the guy because he is that good. He is a star, and he will be someone we will need to build a team around. Oliver was the player of the season. Landy was the young player of the season. Bozzoni got the goal of the season. Oliver got the top goal scorer. Conte got the most assists with 6. Oliver got the most player of the matches awards. Landy got the best average rating, and Conte got the most passes per 90 minutes. Fantozzi's got 401 appearances now. It's the most appearances by a single player, but he's going to start finding his option depleted. Oliver's 186 goals in the league. It's going to be a record I think will stand for a long time. A long time. We didn't get any competition awards, but that's fine. And that's it. That's literally it. And if we're looking at this, there's only 2 players from the 2025 campaign, which is very much a surprise. So there you go. It says a lot how many people retired or just not playing anymore in that team. We did better expecting everything, even if we're literally finished the same position as we were expected to be, which is very good indeed. More points and more goals, literally the same points and same goals, which is actually surprising. I think we're literally identical, but there you go. Club vision, fight brave against relegation. The youth facilities will be completed. That's not surprising, but the fighting against relegation thing, I'm happy they're looking at attacking football, possession football, attacking football again, and high tempo pressing football. We've done it again, regardless. I don't think they really wanted to do much, so that we're going to set that club vision. Dynamics is looking good. End of season team review. Yeah, let's literally talk about trying to survive. And let's see. Yeah, they're happy with that. They're very happy with that. And let's look at this. Let them make some promises. Give the youth a chance again. Lindsay's not bothered. That's because you're an idiot. And you're going to find your first team football cut out. And there you go. Good stuff. Love this team. They're amazing sometimes, but at other times they're absolutely hopeless, which is kind of how I see them, honestly, at times. It really is. Either way, though, we are going to go and find our new stuff. We are going to go to a different place this time. Piemonte. Let's go for that. But look at that. That was surprising how well we did against Roma. I thought we'd be struggling against this team, but again, it's really good to see them do well. Navarro was the player of the year again. No surprise there. And they are looking to say about manager of the season. We're going to find some people to look into. I actually feel like the Milan manager deserves it this year because of what he did. He was really good this year. So Hesse or Jesse deserves it for me. We're going to vote for him twice. And we are going to see what we can do here. So Jesse did really well for me in both accounts. Let's give him our vote of confidence. Either way, we're going to keep going until we find out who's going to be promoted to the Division 2. Syria are with us, so let's see how we go on to the end, shall we? I say that as literally we get the new budgets. 32.5 million for transfers and 675 for wages. Yes, please. We've got a lot of money now. We've got a lot of money. We've got 73 million right now, so I think we're going to be good for a while. I really do. And with our facilities being on the verge of being completed, we will literally have to state-of-the-art facilities as well. So it's very promising to say the least. I don't know how long it will last for, but I'm very excited to say the least. I'll see you in a bit. Well, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We have done the double with the under-18s squad. Look at this. They won the under-18s Super Cup for the second time in our history. We love this competition, it feels like. But the fact we've done it twice now is very, very useful. And it's the first time we've done it since 2031, which is actually pretty good. So we love this competition. It's the second time we've done this, we won this, but that wasn't the only thing we won this season because we also won the Under-18s Division 1 for the very first time. We won 4-3 in extra time against Australia Under-18s, and yes, after coming close 2 years ago, we finally do it. We finally have broken that barrier down, and we do have our first Under-18s Division 1 trophy. We have actually won the Under-18s Division 2 once, and came runners-up twice, so it's not like we are not going to be able to get these wins. We just don't seem to get them a lot. Now, if we could build on this and build on, get better, we might be in a very good position. I'm looking forward to it personally because I don't know what's going to happen there. I really don't. The Under-20s, we haven't won yet. So the Under-20s won, we're looking to win. I was hoping we can win to some point. We got to the semi-final of the Under-20s division or Premier Vera 1, but we didn't get there. We were knocked out by Lazio, who ended up losing to Juventus in the final. So again, if we can win these, it's great. Talking about playoffs and finals, Calgary have gone up and they are going to be joining us next season in the division. Empoli, one of our fierce rivals, by the way, will be the team we'll be facing next year. So that's going to be exciting. And Pascal, who bought one of our players before, Demian and Nicotre. And yeah, that's another reason to play this team. Two teams who have taken players from us in the past, either because they poached them or for one other reason, is, well, a promising sign. But I've got to look at this. I'm going to talk about this right now. Landy's just incredible. This guy is already worth 1.5 million. He's a superstar in the making. It's just, I'm very scared we're going to lose him. I really am. Because, yeah, he's only 16. He's going to turn 17 in November. I can't remember what his contract is. I literally can't remember what his contract is and how long it's going to be for. So he's a 1.2 grand deal. They'll be signing on the 2037. I am scared it's only just for 2 years and not for 3. But again, I would love to be able to see what we could do with him and where it's going to be from here. But again, I don't know what to expect anymore. Either way, what we're going to do is actually end this here. Where do you guys think we'll finish next year? Where do you think we'll be predicted next year? And do you guys think we'll be able to keep hold of Landy after this season? Because I am questioning myself whether we can keep hold of him. Nobody wants him yet, but you never know what's going to happen at this point in time, do we now? We've got 75 million in the bank. We don't need to sell. Hope you've enjoyed yourselves. Hope you like and share this video. And that you subscribe to the channel. Really does help me out a lot. But anyway, until next time, goodbye and well, good night.